So we're doing the tournament over here at Other Realms.
The No Mercy
No
team
Mercy
tournament.
team tournament. We've just started game one. We have Adam with his Imperial Fists with a bunch of shield captains against these dirty Drukhari over here. We're painted white to mask all the blood. Or have it show up after, either way.
Awesome.
Yep.
So we'll
And
take a look at the scenarios first, right?
yeah, they're going to be playing scenario 1, which is Seize Ground, and we're playing the ITC missions today. So Seize 1, looks like this one has 6 objective markers that are placed across the board, and looks like our players are deploying some scouts, and the Drukhari just hiding in the back. Typical.
Yeah, we'll bring around a camera in a bit to show it as well.
Goal of this mission: if a player holds or contests 5 or more objectives at the end of their player turn, they gain 1 point. So yeah, this has 6 objective markers, and you gotta get on 5 of them. So this one's actually pretty difficult, being that we're playing only 1,500 points and we don't have that many units on the board. But the Drukhari do have a lot of mobility, so I'm sure they'll be able to fly around and see what they can grab. See how many that Adam can get his scouts onto before the game even starts, and maybe that's how he's gonna lock it down.
A lot of people hiding, guys.
A lot of hidey holes. A lot of hidey holes on this one.
And you know what? We'll see if we can show those hiding ones. Yeah. Let's swap over to this one here. Bang.
So yeah, we've got a lot of places on this particular map. We are playing the ITC missions and rules and FAQs, so usually the ground floor blocking, line sight blocking terrain is what we've done on most of the games. So that's what we're doing today.
This is your next drop?
Nice.
That was my next drop. Okay, cool.
Man, this looks like Adam's cheating.
What does Adam have?
Can
Do
you
you want
just cheat in this game?
Why would you not?
Why would
I'm
you
playing
not?
Drukhari.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
I just played Drukhari. I gotta
Oh,
do that.
yeah, yeah.
Want to take a look at these armies?
Yeah, let's take a look.
All right, yeah.
See this one I just set
So it looks
here.
like Heath is running is a battalion of Drukhari. Blackheart.
My personal, the Cabal of Luminous Night. So
Luminous
they are
Night.
snow. They prefer to attack from the blizzards.
The blizzards.
Yeah, so they're all snow
Ah.
camo. And then they have a patrol of Ilatok along with them that are also painted up in snow.
Perfect.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm sure his Archons running Labyrinthine Cunning,
So,
Writ of the
yeah,
Living
I've got
Muse.
2 Archons. One of them, this one is the Dracon, so he's got a blaster. And this one is the Warlord. He's got Labyrinthine Cunning and Writ of the Living Muse.
Yeah.
So that's my next drop.
And then he's got, looks like 3 Dissy Ravagers, 3 Venoms, Razorwing.
That's a Void Raven.
Void Raven.
It's a converted
Ooh.
Nightwing from back in early 5th edition when they didn't have a model. So,
Void Raven, of course, has the Cheater Bomb on it, dropping off mortal
Cheater Bomb.
wounds.
Cheetah bomb.
On a
that's
3-up.
Farseer on a Skyrunner jet bike.
Oh, I like this board.
Next
too.
one.
Beauty.
Yeah, the Farseer is great. Picks up Doom, usually Executioner.
Doom and Mind Wars.
Doom and Mind War. And Hemlock with the Jinx.
Hemlock with Jinx.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, why not? Alright, next drops down.
Which sounds like a pretty awful list, but if we hop over here and take a look at Adam, Adam's brought a equally
doozer. There's so many shield captains in
doozy
Imperium.
list.
There's basically
He's got
10,000
3 shield captains. Looks like a smattering of like a standard bearer, probably a lieutenant. 2 squads of Devastators, all with las that are probably gonna shoot every time one of them dies on a 3-up. Got 2 squads of Tarantulas, which are great. They're super cheap, heavy bolters. Just unload all the strength 5 AP -1 shots. And he's got 3 into scouts on the board already.
Is that 4? No, that's 3. That's the third one over there.
That's the third one. Yeah, he's got 3 of them.
4.
Oh, 4. 4 units of scouts. Oh, 1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
Yeah.
Oh, they are that hidden. Yeah.
Next drop is a Farseer jet bike.
The tarantulas, of course, can only fire. They have to fire at the nearest visible infantry unit. That's one of the downsides of them, but other than that, they are great. And they cheat, so bonus.
What are the little turtles?
And
I don't know.
These are tarantulas.
Tarantulas. Oh,
from the
that's
next
what
drop,
you're
I'm
just
putting
talking
Yeah.
about. Okay.
a disintegrator into
I haven't played.
Screaming
You know
Jack's
me. I haven't
Preserve.
played literally forever.
1 CP.
Really nicely painted up.
And
Yeah.
I've got my
Really nicely
warlocks on
painted
the, or
up.
my
Both
warlords on the
are.
board, so I'm
Both
gonna
Yeah.
use them for all of them.
Awesome.
So
Cool.
yeah, this is a solid list that Adam has over here.
Yeah, both lists looking real solid. So we'll switch over to this for now. We'll come back with the hand cam.
So yeah, Adam's got
Next one, same thing. 1 CP to
guys
the
got
other.
all those
Take a look at what
tarantulas
they're doing?
spread out. Yeah, let's go take a look at some other games.
Yeah.
Okay, so my last drop.
Sweet.
All right. Here on our other
Games going
table,
in here. Oh, some of my favorites.
yeah, we got some Death Guard mixed up with some Nurglings. These aren't brave Nurglings though. Normally I see much braver Nurglings. Right up there.
These ain't no deep
Yeah.
striking Nurglings.
No, they're not. They're not infiltrating at all. They're like, no, 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 we're gonna hold this thing over here.
They're like, you know what? Listen, look,
Yep.
it's an objective right here.
Yep.
We don't have to
I
go
do
very
love
far.
the Mephitic Blight Haulers. Those things are great. They're like everything a Dreadnought really wants to be. Just better.
Cool.
And it looks like we're going up against Sisters. Metal Sisters.
Oh, very nice. Deep striking.
And we got Typhus. This is a good fluffy army.
You brought the
With the
and we
Blight
have the
Lords.
Nurgle dice even. My God.
Don't see that ever too much.
No, you don't.
Terminators.
Wow.
Terminators.
I like it. Hopefully we'll see a whole lot of Nurgle.
And looks like a lot of Plague Marines with grenades.
Missing my favorite unit though. And that's the Poxwalker. He has your Poxwalker. You couldn't bring him. Man,
Mud painted Foxwalker.
I love Poxwalker so much.
Demon Prince?
Yes.
Walking around?
Yeah.
Not flying. Oh, alright.
You want to do that for now? You just pointed out whatever you want to look at. I gotta go do something real quick.
I get 2 of them. Holy crap, look at that. I'm starting with 7. Okay.
Again, this is mission 1, but this, because it's all randomized, we're having all different deployments. This one got the Spearhead, and they're definitely gonna run up at each other.
I do have a scout move.
Oh wow, Sisters get a scout move? That's awesome.
Dominions. Okay. Any other? Go ahead and go. Okay. So Acts of
Alright.
Faith.
Switch back over and see what's going on our main table.
I got 2 of my command points back for Screaming Jets.
Wow.
Yeah.
2 6s to start the game.
Yeah, it's good.
That is not
I'm
bad.
usually a little I've only got 8 CP to start because I normally run double battalion, and I'm like doing battalion patrol, so and Drakari are so CP intensive. I feel a little CP starved, but that's a good way to start.
Yep, getting 2 free ones. Not bad. Yeah, the Drakari have one of the more inefficient CP farms. I'm not sure.
I mean, it's
You got it.
6
the
on
fact that you need a
everything.
6 is kind of annoying, but the fact that I get to roll for every single command point spent in the game is pretty awesome.
That is pretty awesome.
So,
Yeah. It's not just one per
and
stratagem, it's one
once
for
you're
every
done
command
deploying,
point.
I have an infantry with a drop. So
Gotcha. The Rangers.
the Rangers, yes. Okay.
So it looks like the Marines have set up a gun line over here.
As was foretold by prophecy.
Exactly.
As Guilliman decreed.
Was this Dawn of War deployment?
Is the van? No, it's the pointy.
Oh, the pointy one in the middle.
Yeah,
the long,
pointy,
yeah.
the pointy one.
Yeah. Despite having the entire board to play with, the Jukai are just like, no, we're gonna start over here.
hang out
This
in the
ball
corner.
over here. We're probably not gonna stay here, but we're
The
definitely
rest
gonna
of the
start
table
here.
There's a bunch of Marines all over it.
Yeah.
You don't want to be there.
Marines everywhere.
What you do is you just kill your way out of the corner.
That-
That's the strategy I'm seeing here today. Kill your way out of the single corner. Take the objectives
Yeah.
by force, because this
What's
one,
the toughness and armor
you have to
on
take,
those
what is it,
tarantulas?
5
I've
objectives
never
and you get
played
1 point?
Trying to
It is
hold
only-
5 gets you a bonus.
Gets you a bonus.
Yeah.
But you get, what is it, a point a turn when you just regularly have it? I forget what it is.
So for ITC scoring, you get 1 point for every. On your player turn, you get 1 point for holding an objective,
Okay.
I didn't realize they
and
were
1
doing
point
this. I thought
for
they were
killing
just
1
like
unit.
Oh, you get a point for killing a unit.
Yeah. You have to try to kill at least 1 unit every turn.
And so those, again, I don't remember the names, but those 3, they're not skimmers, right? But they're
The Venoms?
The Venoms.
Yeah.
Those are, that's 1 unit, or are those?
That's 1
individual?
unit.
Okay. So
Yeah.
he has to kill all 3 of them.
No. The Venoms are individual models
Oh.
now. Yeah.
Does that count as give him a point?
Yeah. And then at the end of the battle round, it's 1 point for killing whoever kills more units and whoever's holding more objectives.
Well.
Yeah.
And are there secondary objectives in this, like First Blood and
Yeah, so
and Slay the Warlord and
the,
all that stuff? Or?
the opponents get to choose a secondary or
Oh, okay.
2 secondaries. I'm sorry, 3 secondaries.
Gotcha. Here, I'll
Yeah.
go over to that one for you.
Yeah, so for anyone who hasn't played ITC before, it's a little bit different how we do our secondary scoring. Got those kind of up on here right now.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, so you get to choose every game before it starts, after you see your opponent's army, what you want to do. Headhunter is 1 point for every character you killed. Kingslayer, you choose 1 model on the board that's a character of your opponent's, and you get 1 point for every 2 wounds of damage you do to that unit, to that character.
Oh, so there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a
I
bunch.
didn't realize how many there were.
Yeah. So you go through this list, and you find out what's the best for you for that particular game, and every turn you can score these anytime during the game.
Okay.
Some of them are old school that everyone does.
The first strike, Slay the Warlord.
Yeah, that's the
Line
stuff everyone's
Breaker,
used to doing.
Last strike. I'm not familiar with that one. Enemy
Yeah.
unit is destroyed in the last round of battle. Okay, in the last
Yeah.
battle round played.
Yeah.
Huh. That's cool.
Yeah, it just
So
adds
you
a layer.
Okay, you explained it, but one more time. You choose one of these that you want to go for on your turn. You choose 3.
You choose 3 at the beginning of the game,
Got it.
and then anytime during the game,
You score it. You got it.
yeah, you can score them.
And so is old school the first strike, Slay the Warlord? Is that 1? You can pick
One.
old school plus gangbusters.
Yep.
And old school can be fulfilled by any of those.
Yep. And with that, so this is what a score sheet looks
Yeah,
like.
take a look at the score sheet. Perfect.
So every player turn, you get 1 point for killing a unit,
Okay.
1 point for holding,
Okay.
and at the end of the battle round, which is you and your
Sure.
opponent, you get 1 point for killing more or holding more. And there's 1 point available for the bonus.
So there's actually a lot of ways you can get points in this.
Yeah, so the scores are a lot broader now.
Huh.
You don't walk away with
You
as
don't
many.
want to- yeah, those close games
You-
where people were
Yeah.
7-6 or something
Yeah.
like that. I think these are going to be pretty point heavy.
Yeah, and then down here you put in what secondaries you've chosen,
Okay.
and you can score up to 4 points.
And you choose that before you even do your first round. So
Yep.
you have to have that locked
Yep.
in already.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
My memory as to
What did they choose? I wonder what they chose.
All right.
Let's see.
Kill and then secondaries.
We can
Oh, let's see
find
if we.
out
Oh,
here.
I'm gonna borrow this score sheet just for a second.
Sure.
And so in this case,
So what are we doing on our premier game here?
so Adam has chosen to go for old school,
Okay.
which
Big Game
is
Hunter.
which
Okay,
are these
so
over here.
Old school is first strike, Slay the Warlord, Line Breaker, and last strike.
Yep.
Okay.
His second one is Big Game Hunter, so you get 1 point for every model in your opponent's army that you kill that has 10 or more wounds. So if you run into an army that has a lot of
A lot of really big wound models.
yeah, or a lot of, in this case, Drukari have a lot of paper planes and paper boats.
Gotcha.
So each one of those Ravagers that dies
That's
would give
gonna
him
be
a
point for him.
Yep.
Got it.
And to be fair, if he's gonna win this game, those things have to die.
Those things gotta die.
So
We'll see.
looks like his last one is Death from 1,000 Cuts.
Okay.
So this one is really good against armies that are weak, because you get 1 point if you kill 3 or more units in the
Okay.
same turn.
That's when you get. That's when you get.
That's when you get the point.
Okay.
So you have to do this against things that don't have a lot
Not
of.
a lot of high toughness. You
Yeah.
don't want to do that against
No.
Death Guard.
No,
or
not a
Guard.
good idea.
That's not a good one to take.
Yeah. And Heath over here,
Interesting.
the
Okay.
Jukari, have taken Recon.
Yep.
For Recon, you need to be in all 4 of the table corners.
I see. So
Yeah.
him being so mobile,
Yep.
he thinks he can.
He
snatch
needs
that
to have
easily.
1 model in every corner every turn. He gets a
That's
point.
a point. Wow.
Yeah. Also looks like he's gone for old school, and
Old school pickup. People like their old school.
they do. It's the easy one. Everyone remembers how to do it. And
Hey.
last one's Headhunter,
Okay.
and that's because
1 point for each enemy
Yeah.
character that's destroyed.
Adam's got a lot of
Adam
characters.
has a lot of characters.
He's got a bunch of shield captains. He's got a
Wow.
lieutenants. He's got
Each of
shield
those are
commander
gonna net
bearers.
him 1 point.
Yeah. And again,
Up to 4, it looks like. Right?
again, if he's gonna win this game,
those gotta die.
those have to
Those
die.
gotta go.
Otherwise, they're just gonna round spraying bolter
So
fire
this is gonna
everywhere,
be a bloodbath. Excellent. Excited.
one way or the other.
One way or the other. Models are gonna die. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a good. It's gonna be a good day for 40K.
I don't know what the narrative is on this table. I don't know whether or not the Jukari are attacking, or if the Imperial Fists believe that they have cornered them,
Yeah.
or
Or both.
or both.
What are we doing? Yeah.
What it is both.
The Fists believe they've cornered the Jukari, and the Jukari go, "You fools!"
Our planes are turned the other direction. Watch what these
They
can
see
do.
an understrength Drukari raiding force and
Yeah.
then realize that we planned for you to come the whole line.
Yeah, yeah,
and there
yeah.
are reinforcements falling from webway portals in orbit right now with their
I love
engines
it.
off. So next turn, when the Ravager's engines light up, you're like, oh crap.
Right.
The
Very
trap is
cool.
sprung.
And it looks like we did start turn 1.
Imperial Fists are expert
The-
in ambush.
That's right.
Yeah.
You see, the master plan with revealing your plan out loud is your opponent gets to hear it too. It's just like, is that what he's doing?
Is that what he's doing?
Oh.
Unless
There you
he's
go. Unless he's a double fake.
faked you out.
You double fake his
They're
face.
never coming down.
No
They're
matter
never
what
coming down.
happens, It was exactly what I planned
There you
because
go.
we're the Dark Eldar and that's how we
Yeah.
do it.
I love it.
I'm sure eventually the Agents of Vect will be out.
We can only hope.
Yeah. I do want to see them.
Excellent.
I feel like we should model an Agent of Vect.
Should we?
We should. I don't know what it would look like. I'm thinking it'd be those slave girl models that they used to
Oh
have.
my gosh. Yes,
We'll
I
get
know
two of we'll
exactly
get some of
what you're
those, and
talking
those will be
about.
the Agents of
Those are
Vect.
the Agents of Vect.
Yeah.
That's, coming soon to 40k 9th edition, we have models for stratagems, just like we did for AOS second spells.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the living spells.
Raj.
That just came out
Advanced.
today, actually. They just came out with the living spells for AOS. Some of them are pretty neat looking.
Let's see.
Oh. That shield captain isn't as brave as I normally see them. He's in a little hidey
No,
hole.
there's giant planes on the other side of the field.
There are.
It's like, you know,
They're
you have a
just-
shield.
They're
and
just
that's-
being cagey.
They're just caging up. Right. If you tell them, Adam,
Just
listen,
being cagey boys.
they're brave.
Yeah.
They're just smart as well.
These boys have been killing Xenos for 10,000
That's
years.
right.
Actually, that's not true. They've been hanging out in the palace,
Killing demons
eating,
for
eating
10,000
bonbons,
years.
and talking about killing Xenos for 10,000
The smack
years.
talk has begun.
Excellent,
I love it.
excellent.
A little bit of smack talk.
Yeah.
So in the Death Guard game, I wonder. Maybe we'll take a look what they chose for their stuff.
Yeah. Let's see if we can take a look over there.
Yeah. There you go. So it looks like we're in turn 1 over here as well. So is this the bottom of 2?
Yeah, they had the spearhead.
Oh,
Bottom-
bottom of 1. my
bottom
bad.
one,
Oh,
yep.
well.
And looks like the enemy lines are about to engage fully.
This is the best moment.
It
No
is.
one's really died yet, but it's about to happen. The carnage is underway.
Now it looks like
Very
the
cool.
sisters actually went first.
Yeah, because we saw.
Now I think this may be the dead pile over here.
Is that the death pile?
The death pile? The death pile from
We're
turn 1.
coming back to this.
And
Miasma Pestilence?
One.
we
what is
got
it? There's
one Plague Marine.
One little dude.
that is the disgusting resilience.
There it is.
Yeah.
At work.
Looks like the rolls hooked it up.
Nurgle's blessing at work here.
Ooh.
Alright.
That's
We
that.
have Typhus chilling back there. What else we got? Oh, we have a Demon
gonna
Prince.
give-
I really like the modification triggers on that Demon
Yeah.
Prince.
Let's place on the ground floor.
To the Terminators?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
And then we'll do Blades of Putrefaction on these guys. Needs a 5.
So casting some psychic powers to boost everybody up.
Boosting them up, making them harder
Blades
to
of
kill.
Putrefaction.
We have the Nurglings.
Pretty sure that's the one that gives mortal wound on a 6.
Where's your reroll aura?
So +1 to wound,
guys
any
both
wound
doing it?
roll.
Okay.
7 plus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend a
Yeah.
CP and try.
Looks like we're trying to. Oh, he's spending a CP to deny.
Yeah, the sisters have a deny on a 4+.
What?
That's yep. That's
That's
just
a
it's just an
5, so that's
instant
gonna be
deny.
good
It's
to
actually
go.
very strong.
That
That
is
takes me to 7.
psychic powers
Yeah.
away here. Let's see what
Cost 1 CP, but that shut that down, which is important.
Yeah. We'll go on the ground floor. I guess we'll go into shooting.
Looks
So
like
the-
here are the
We won't be able to shoot anything. But
So we're gonna go.
Death Guard battle lines.
Death Guard ones reached out today.
Yeah, we'll go with these guys.
Good.
This guy
Miasma,
gonna target, so he's gonna
Pestilence,
shoot there.
Putrescent Vitality, and Blades
Um,
Putrefaction.
These two
Nice.
are gonna shoot into this
They got
one.
2 hour rounds. You gotta,
And they're
you
gonna
gotta
fire
hop.
the multi-missile.
So-
Another one of the new Death Guard models. Looks like those are the Blight Haulers, right?
Fittic Blight Haulers.
Are those no? Those aren't the ones that. Are those the cover ones? No. What are the cover ones?
Those are the cover ones. So as long
Those
as
are the
there's,
cover ones. Okay.
I think as long as you're within 7 inches of them, your infantry models gain a +1 cover save.
Like that, right?
They're in rapid.
They
Looks like he's got it.
now as long as there's 3 of them,
Okay.
now they also can move and fire all their heavy weapons without the penalty.
I see.
And as long as there's 3 of them, they actually get +1 to their ballistic skill. So their ballistic skill 3. They got a multi-melta and a missile launcher.
So we're gonna be
And
seeing some damage come out of these ones.
yeah, no, these are pretty nasty.
That's awesome.
And I'm pretty sure they're gonna get a reroll 1 to hit because of the Demon Prince.
Yeah, that's right. The Demon Prince. And are they demonic?
They are demons.
There you go.
Yeah, they have a 5-up invul, 5-up discussing resilient.
There's the role of the Demon Prince coming in.
Yeah.
I was kind of curious. I couldn't remember if they were demonic or not. I thought maybe the Demon Prince was going to be rolling with the Nurglings, but
Yeah.
no,
No,
it's Blight Haulers, right?
they're just hanging in the back.
He's just like, hey guys,
Okay, so if you're
do better.
Yeah.
He's their cheerleader.
Yeah, the Blight Haulers are great. The only problem they have is once one goes down, then
Then you lose that
now they
benefit.
yeah, then they're
You can only take 3 max in a unit, right? Is that
Yep.
correct? Okay.
Yep.
So you can't cap it out.
I've been wanting to actually run them with the Great Unclean one.
One of my favorite models.
Yeah, because if one of them dies, they're demons, and then I think the Great Unclean one on a 4-up brings back a model, any demon model.
Wow.
So you can bring back that. I think it's like 170 points. You can bring that thing back from the dead. Just boom, back.
Yeah, man.
Every
we're
turn.
Necrons now, don't
Yeah.
you know?
Full wounds too. It's
Full
ridiculous.
wounds? Really?
Yeah, full wounds.
We're never mind, guys. We're better than Necrons.
Yeah. Awesome.
Actually, now they're gonna be. Are they up at 12?
Very cool. Very cool. Looks like we have some action
They are?
going on over
Oh.
here too now.
So now they're -2. to
Got that bloodbath, and we'll see the kill pile later.
3 hits.
Two ones for the contents. 3+. One goes down.
Okay. Shield captain over here.
Once again, you're -2.
Oh, it is the spray of bolter fire.
Oh, do we have some Eldar hanging in that little corner building?
Yeah,
over
they're
there?
the Rangers web weight in there.
Sneaky. We thought they were all in one corner.
Ah.
So this dude.
That's right. Those are the Elteok Rangers.
Oh, I see.
6.
You're right.
We can see them popping out.
Now they are usually very sneaky, but Imperial Fists ignore cover. So,
sneakiness here.
so all that camel cloak, all that nonsense, and doesn't work so well. They don't get their bonus to +2 to cover save. Yeah, they're only rocking a 5-up,
Alright, other one. Same thing.
and their -1 to hit is only from greater than 12 inches, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
One guy left.
The only armies I really know are the demon ones and the orky ones. And,
Yeah.
You know, I like the bad guys of every game that I play for sure. If you can't tell.
The Dark Eldar aren't bad guy enough.
Dark Eldar are bad guys.
They're pretty
I
bad
just
guys.
haven't worked my way down to them on the wall yet. See, before I get to them, I have to do Tyranids, and then I have to get to Necrons. After those, then we'll. You see how I'm working my way down the wall?
Yep.
Yeah, our wall here, it goes from like. We didn't do it on purpose, but it goes from like good to evil.
Huh?
Yeah, it kind of does.
Now, do you also go like chaotic evil all the way back over?
That one is a little bit harder to determine.
Is that why the tower right in the middle? The socialists?
Tower right in the middle.
Right?
They're like,
The communist group just right in the
there you
middle?
go.
Hanging out?
Right.
Alright, good. Space communist, bitch? Perfect.
Space communist forces.
That's first strike.
That's right.
Because I'm not sure if orcs are inherently evil. They are chaotic.
They're chaotic.
But I'm not
so
sure
I
if
think
they're...
that earned them a place on the
Really?
evil side.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
I don't think they think they're evil.
I don't know if any of them think they're evil.
I think the Drukhari think they're evil.
The Drukhari do probably
I
think
do.
they're evil.
Yeah.
They're probably like, no.
Yeah,
We're the bad guys.
they're laughing about it. I guarantee it.
We're the bad guys in this situation. I love it.
Although the Imperials, you know,
They
the
haven't
more I
done some
read,
great things either.
they are some jerks. Like, they're kind of like the Jedi, you know?
Yeah.
On the outset, they're the good
Outside,
guys.
They look good. When you start looking in,
Yeah, you're like,
it's
hey.
you've done some
Yeah.
shady stuff, guys.
I feel like that's the theme that's going on right now.
Okay.
I wouldn't doubt
Like Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai are the good guys.
Alright, these guys.
You think so, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got some
And you can
rolls
only
going
reroll the
down.
ones and twos. So,
Flamer.
I let talk.
Yeah, Laytalk is hard to hit.
Oh, I see.
They are hard to hit.
Okay. Even with the ignores cover, they're having problems.
Well, the ignore cover is just for your saves.
Oh, okay.
Do we get it back? No!
So one hit.
Okay, he's moved it.
Okay, he's got a wound. I'm Armor Sailor 3.
Okay.
So that would
Does it
be
look
on
like we have
6.
some
Yeah. If he's a 3 up,
shots going out? I
It's
don't
not
know where those
Shots
originated
fired.
from.
6 damage.
That's the first.
2 damage.
2 damage.
Into that tank.
Take that.
So he's down to 10.
Take that.
One Kami Melta.
Where did that come from? Who was that bad boy?
Oh, got
The
some
Signum blast cannon was the one
Yeah, I
that hit.
see.
las cannons firing at the hemlock.
Gotcha.
Kami Flamer. And shoot 4 times.
Signum
Trying to get some
will
shots
go
into
ahead.
those.
I'll go ahead and use the cherub.
Do the cherub on the
I
Signum.
don't, what are they? They're not. I guess we'll call them planes. Paper
Yeah.
airplanes.
They're paper
They're
planes.
even white. You know. There you
Yeah.
go.
Well, the hemlock isn't as papery.
It's not as papery.
It's actually got a 3-up
It's like
armor
it's
save.
like construction paper.
Yeah.
Maybe cardboard.
And the 2 guys shooting.
It is a wound. Sorry.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Has he got a 4 up?
He's got a 5+ symbol.
5, oh yeah, 5 up. Go for it. Always the 5 up.
Gets through.
Ooh,
Oh,
that is a big las gun. That's a hell of a signum shot
That's a
there.
signum.
Down to 6.
That's a tough. As I like to say, that's a tough
Yeah,
check.
that is a
That's
hit.
actually from a different
Oh,
game.
I'm sorry. I get a. He's Black Heart.
Okay.
So
That's right.
only him. He's not. Okay.
Yeah, the Black Heart do have a 6-up feel no pain, even on the vehicles.
I make one of them, which is just enough to keep me from degrading.
Okay, nice.
So.
Alright. This team of last
See if I
games
can
will be
find their
the same
score
thing.
sheet.
Into that scary bomb.
Scary bomber.
So 4s, right? He's -1.
He's -1.
Oh yeah,
Because he's an airplane.
And I'll signum. This is the signum.
Okay.
Okay.
You can reroll. Nope, never mind. You're already raised. Yeah.
Threes.
So 1.
Yep.
5+ symbol. Nope, gets through.
Okay.
That'll take him down to 4.
It's gonna forget.
actually, I need it.
Whoa.
It's all good.
Gosh,
I'm
we're
counting
too,
it.
we're
That
too
was me.
excited.
It's all good.
That was all the
All
boys
good.
over
Hit the
here.
pilot.
There you go.
All good. That's actually just his lightning fast reflexes
There you
going.
That was a hell of a maneuver there.
Wow.
None of them.
Okay.
So yeah, so he's down to 4.
Okay. And then I will use the cherub to fire the signum into him again on a something, not a 1. Okay.
4 hits.
Alright. So now what do we got?
So 3+.
Heavy bolters, 42 inches.
We're gonna go take a look at the this Death Guard game.
One Terminator.
These are all characters, so I have to target.
See if I make it. Model. Which is this. These guys will just fire turn.
I'll measure it, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we've got to get a shot. Oh, not on my crotch. Yeah.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, we're
It
good,
hasn't
good, good.
transitioned. Look at that.
Oh, there it
Wow,
is. There it is.
wow.
All right. You know what we have to get a
It's
shot of
like
though
technology.
is these dice.
Which one?
These
The Nurgle dice.
these Nurgle dice.
There's some of my favorite ones that they've come out with, the custom ones.
Yeah. Like these have a lot of character on
The
them.
Tyranids ones are really interesting too. I'm gonna just wait till he's finished moving here. We don't want to interrupt their turns too much than we're already doing.
Definitely.
Oh, no, that's a guard one anyway.
Looks like the
Looks like we're engaging over here.
looks
though.
like the Death Guard finished their shooting. Looks like they took out one of the. Is that a retrieve?
How's the death
Retribute.
box? Let's check it.
Oh no, that's still just
That's
a.
still one.
No, this is still Death Guard turn. Looks like what's dead over there is on that side.
And I don't believe you're gonna have any assaults.
Looks like we lost 2 sisters.
Two sisters.
2 sisters
and a
and
box.
one of the boxes. Whatever their box. It's Retributor.
Is that
Immolators.
Immolator. Yeah, we lost an
Got some good
Immolator.
damage in there, but
Oh, it's heavy flamers, I think.
Decided to take that
And
baby
then
out first. Probably
these
a smart
guys will
choice.
declare a charge against the damage.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you killed and you hold.
I hold 1, 2.
Death Guard are doing what they do best. They are charging.
They're charging in. They're
Yeah,
slogging
getting up in
across
there.
the field and just walking into your
Yeah.
face.
I was a little surprised on this. Usually with the Death Guards, you want to back it up just a little bit. But the sisters,
Not here.
the sisters are brave. They are the sisters of battle. I mean, why would you back up?
They're not the Sisters of Cowardice.
Exactly.
Sisters of Cowardice never made it to one of the, what are the codexes yet,
Yeah. Why would you back up?
Looking forward to the Sisters of Cowardice next
Yeah.
year.
2019 coming soon.
2019.
Sisters of
You heard it
Cowardice.
here first. Sisters of Cowardice coming out.
Go first, so we'll consolidate.
Nice.
Yeah.
Consolidations. Mephitic Blight Haulers. Do the Mephitic, do they have a melee? They don't have any melee, or do they?
Who's that?
The Mephitic Blight Haulers.
They actually do. They have like a
Oh,
maw.
okay. I wasn't sure.
They've got a mouth up front. They're not bad. They're not great. But
Hey, but if you're in there,
but,
you might
yeah.
as well, right? It looks like he's... Now, does that count for blocking line of sight over there for that tank with the Mephitics in the way? Yeah, he's got that line there. Or
Yeah.
Maybe a...
Maybe.
Interesting.
I am still surprised on the Blight Haulers charging in there. Because if they don't kill it, then they're not going to be shooting next turn. So
And that's what you want to be doing, is shooting with them.
yeah, they are.
Masterful plans.
Oh, we lost another sister. Not sure how.
It's looking good for our Nurgle brethren here.
Yeah.
I'm liking it.
All up in there. You know what's critical though? He didn't get that Blades of Putrefaction power off.
Yeah, he did deny that with the...
Yeah.
But it was at the cost
Yeah.
of a CP, but that is probably important enough.
Still really
to get
important
that one.
because now he won't be just dropping mortal wounds on
That's
that thing.
true.
So
Yeah, because so the Blades of Putrefaction, I'm just going
Okay.
to steal.
The
That's a lot of
champion
text.
has 2 attacks.
yeah,
We'll charge 5. What do you get with this one? I don't know.
you get +1 to
Start of your next psychic
+1
phase,
to
+1
wound.
to all wound rolls. And if you get a 7 or higher, then okay, it does it at mortal wound in addition to any other damage.
Yep, yep.
And so many of Nurgle weapons do mortal wounds already.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of those come out. A lot of mortal wound armies on Nurgle. Really cool stuff. Wham.
Yeah, the mortal wounds are really reliable. And that's really what you want to do for 40k is take all the questions out of the game.
Yeah, you're just trying to reduce that amount of random chance as much as
Yep.
possible.
Yep. Oh, there they are surrounding it. So
There
that
they
thing,
go.
that thing's not getting out. And what's better is they won't get shot at.
We've started a flash mob over here
Yeah.
on this box.
That'd be great. I would love to see them dance. Like if we could get Plague Marines
Can we get
dancing.
a slash dance feature, please? That is looking rough for the box.
The box may be in
The
trouble.
box might be in
The
trouble.
box may be
But
in
we
trouble.
have other boxes over here
That's
that are
right.
not in trouble. You know?
No. The problem is they want to be shooting at the things surrounding
That's
the
true.
box.
But
So
when you bring a box army, you
Yeah.
gotta imagine you're gonna lose some boxes.
yeah,
Some boxes have to die for other boxes to live.
this is one of those situations where I think he wouldn't be so mad if the box blew up.
That would be a good time for the box to blow up. He might hit some of his own models, but I think he'd get a lot more
Yeah,
damage on
yeah.
the other ones. Very interesting.
Looks like we're down to 1 wound over there.
One wound already. Well, I want to see if this thing blows up.
Uh-oh. Plague Marines are getting mean and slapping some girls around.
Slapping them around.
See what happens to the
Bullies
girls here.
on the recess.
Seriously.
Corner.
Uh-oh.
And then I have 3 more attacks on the tank.
We got 3 attacks on the tank.
3 more attacks, see if this blows up.
3 hits.
3 hits? What? Uh-oh.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
2 sixes.
Uh-oh.
This could be it for the
Oh, we
box.
may lose a box.
3 ups. No.
Oh, that box gave it
That
up.
box was like, you know what?
Does it blow up, though? Does it blow up?
Come on.
Ooh, that's the unexplosion? Oh, that's the unexplosion.
The unexplosion.
Yeah.
Nobody cares what it is.
Yeah, nobody cares.
It's not explodes.
Are there any girls in that one?
There is.
Uh-oh.
You need line of sight to get out. I don't know.
It's a surprise. A clown car, if you will.
Yeah, so this one's... The surround is a little tricky. It's 3 inches. Now, he has to be outside of 1 inch.
Okay.
So
it is a tricky one.
It is a tricky one, and generally, with a 32mm base, as long as he's within it, you have to actually get a pretty solid surround in order to really kill the girls effectively.
Okay.
Before
Yeah.
I do this, I should roll to see if I'm losing anybody.
And the reason is why is you end up with holes like this,
Yeah.
where you can get a model within 3 inches, but outside of the 1 inch.
Ah, okay.
So it's actually a lot harder to do in this edition than the
And
previous
that's just
one.
a matter of not having enough
Yeah.
models to do it.
Yep.
They're so point heavy. that
Yeah.
it's just,
The things that can do it actually are like shining spears,
Okay.
bikes like that. You can surround and
You can surround really
do
well
some
on that.
ridiculous things.
Nice.
Yeah, you can really block it off. But it looks like we lost 2 girls in the explosion.
Gosh.
But
I'm sure when the girls go though, we're gonna be seeing some more in the death box over there.
the death box.
The death box.
Yes,
That's why 40K is such a great game.
Yeah.
No matter what, you get to go out there, you get to kill your friends' models.
Yeah. All the stuff they worked really hard on, all
the
that stuff.
They took so much time to work
Yeah.
on. Yeah. You just get to go out there and go, you know what? You don't get to have that on the table
I'm
anymore.
gonna bust all of
I'm
this.
gonna bust it all.
Yeah.
On anybody?
Over here, whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa! What
Whoa,
happened
we got
here?
Stuff moving around now.
Looks like the Jakari have taken their
They're
turn.
like, let's get out of that corner.
Now the
What?
now the Void Raven
Uh-huh.
went straight over those Devastators,
He's got 4 left.
Okay.
He's gonna die, so he's gonna get his in.
but he got his.
He did 4 mortal wounds to that.
4 mortal
I
wounds.
see. 4 more wounds.
Yeah, that Void Bomb is nasty. There's not a lot you can do about it.
So my warlord's gonna advance. He can advance 5 inches for 13.
Weapon, so he rolls ones.
So he's gonna move to there.
Strength 6.
Drukari showing off with exactly how mobile they are.
Yeah.
Like, look,
Montana
we're in this
advances
corner.
6.
Now we're all over the map.
Yeah, yep, yep.
So
You thought you had us.
You thought we
Get
were
to
over
there.
here.
cool.
So since AP2.
Now we're about to see the
Alright,
Jakari slap back.
Armor save, I'm taking evil because I do get a
All right, that is gonna.
Very
Then I'm gonna drop
So it
my.
looks like
my
we got
Ravagers.
the Hemlock running up field.
So
Probably gonna jinx something.
Ravagers coming in. That's what those are, right?
Ravagers.
Ravagers. Look at me. No one models in the game.
Disintegrator Ravagers are nasty, especially against Marines.
Now these are more the consistency of paper, is that right?
These are.
These are the paper.
T6, 10 wounds. 5-up invul isn't bad, and they have a 6-up feel no pain because they're black heart.
Gotcha.
Actually, where they turn really into paper is in close combat because they lose their invul save, and they only have a 4-up
Oh, it's
armor.
against shots.
Yeah, so if you get a
If you
smash
get
captain,
someone in there,
yeah, they just poke everybody.
you just poke them, and then wow, like these ships weren't really all that.
All right,
No.
all that sturdy.
yeah. So that concludes my movement phase.
Like it.
Shooting or psychic phase. The
Like weapons?
Oh, going into psychics.
the Farseer is going to cast Mind War on this guy.
Seer.
What is
Mind
Mind War does?
War.
So I roll. It's a warp charge 7.
I don't know what Mind War does. Let's find out.
Let's find out. We'll listen
So
and relay
warp
it.
charge 7.
Yeah, Warp Charge 7.
So I'm gonna reroll up my Ghost Helm.
Okay.
Ghost Helmet's
Goes off?
reroll.
Okay.
Boom.
Alright,
That's
so now,
11, so he's doing. He's
Definitely
doing
Mind Ward. He's Mind
Ward's
Ward.
happening.
I roll,
Unless
so each player rolls a d6, add your model's leadership characteristic. If your opponent scores higher, or if the scores are drawn, nothing happens. If I score higher than you,
Oh,
you suffer
it's a leadership test.
Okay.
But that is a shield captain.
Now,
I would imagine
you
he's
have
got.
-2 leadership because you're within 12 inches of the raised flag.
Ooh.
There's the
Hemlock
synergy.
That's gonna
there.
put you to a
There it
There's
is.
the synergy.
Okay. Yeah.
Here we were going. He's brave.
Oh, but he's got it.
nice.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Alright. So you're at a, that gives you a 13, and that gives me a 12. I'm gonna reroll to the command point.
I'm gonna see if I
Alright,
Oh
so,
boy.
Ooh, does pass.
take it.
Oh, who gets it?
so if I get a command point, I don't. So I'm down to 4.
Wow.
So I'm at
Now, what is
so
the
that's-
effect?
So it's supposed to be a 14.
I don't know.
So you're 6 plus
happens.
7 gives you 13, so you take a mortal wound.
Takes one mortal wound for all that.
All
Ah.
that. But hey, you know what?
Which he feel no
Let's
pains.
get a, let's just look at that.
That was lucky.
You know what it was? Because he can't see
You
him?
just roll, I just want you to know you rolled 3 6s in a row.
He
right?
did.
Yeah, bro.
Maybe
Yeah.
we should check these. Check these
I sense heresy here. So the effect of that was the Eldar apparently tried to squeeze his helmet from the other side, and it just did not happen. He's like, oh, slight
And then
headache.
he's gonna
Well,
cast
no, it's
Doom on the same
squeezed,
guy.
but he's like, this
Uh,
doesn't hurt that bad.
Yeah, no,
This is like,
exactly.
this isn't as bad as I thought it
Yeah,
was.
feel no pain.
Feel no pain.
Feel no pain.
Once you get warp charge 7, it does not go
So
off.
you just have one, what is that,
Okay.
shield captain? Is that
Cool.
what he was?
He's a shield captain,
Okay,
yeah.
alright.
So
That's
he
the
just
best
has
way to
a-
hurt
He has a
them.
crushed in
and
helmet running
Yeah.
around
Cast
now.
Jinx
But he's
on
like,
them
this is
from
fine.
this
Yeah.
pilot.
I don't need this.
Jinx goes off on a 9, and you do the same.
Jinx.
So now
what does that do?
minus
Take off?
1 to all your saving throws.
Okay. Okay.
Wowzers.
Do I want to try this 9? You rolled a 9.
I've got 3 denies on the table.
Trying to see if he wants to deny.
It went off with a 9.
Gives him
it's
-2
pretty-
to his saving throw.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I
Okay.
tried there.
Cool.
Yeah, Jinx
Shake
gives
phase.
-1 to everything.
Okay.
Yeah, so your armor save from a 2 goes to a 3. His invul is probably a 3 using a relic.
So
I'm not sure.
the-
Nope. He's got 4 up invul, so he's down to a 5 up invul.
Yeah, yeah, this is
That's
the one that has a 3,
that's
right?
bad
Yeah,
because
no,
Drukari
five.
invul.
So I'm gonna-
Yeah.
He's gonna use his heavy D size.
T6, he's turned into a paper boat.
Starting to turn into
That is a paper jet
So-
bike.
We'll measure here just in case. These guys are actually really close.
I didn't even realize they were there.
If I'm
Sneak 4. Yeah, I'm 3.5.
Right?
So 2d3 heavy D size shots.
We'll
That's
leave you guys on
Ooh.
this. We'll put them back on the top down for now. We'll check back in.
Alright.
Once we get some more
So heavy D
action.
size is straight 12.
I like
I'm
it.
gonna wound you on 2s. They auto hit,
Cool.
and it's 2
Alright.
flat damage.
Alright.
Good lord, get out of here. 3.
Okay.
And now you have a 5+ invul. Because you're jinxed. So that's 4 damage.
You've been cursed.
Hot 4 damage.
You have been cursed.
Wow, that was pretty solid. Got 6 hits off.
Yeah, I rolled 3 ones to wound.
I got the awesome roll to hit.
Alright, his heavy D sides, or sorry, his dark sides are gonna go with that one last cannon, bruh.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna put 1. I'm gonna
Is
put.
it still turn 1 over here?
It's still
I
turn
haven't
1.
even-
Okay.
This is
I
still
haven't
one.
even
This
checked.
is the bottom of
put both
one.
of
This
them
is where all the.
in
The longest turn
Yeah.
of the entire game. Usually. Turn
So
1
that's
for
4
sure.
shots.
D
He's
sights.
down to bands?
He's down 1, so he hits on 4s now.
Okay. Go for it.
And actually, I hit on 5s because I advanced. Nothing.
Okay.
None of those were 5s.
No, not 5s at all.
Not happening.
No, D size.
Now.
Very happy Adam.
The Void Raven is a hell of a thing, but its shooting is a little lackluster.
Yeah.
Which one is that one?
That one over there with my pointing. Pointing does nothing.
Oh yeah, you see them more.
Yes, that one. That
There
one
you
right
go.
there. My pointing does
See
nothing.
how cameras work. It only sees
It only sees
what
straight
it
down.
sees. Yeah, it doesn't look through
No,
your
it
eyes.
doesn't-
Isn't
doesn't-
that amazing? Technology.
Surprised we don't have that camera set up yet. Just the eye camera.
Yeah.
Cool.
That'd
The
be way
iPhone.
better. It'd be way
In
better.
before the
These guys are gonna
iPhone is in your
so-
eyeball.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here,
I'm
my
calling.
Google
two
Glass.
water cannons,
Google
6
Glass
shots
tried.
each 'cause
That
I'm,
one didn't work out
outright
so
fire
well.
range.
No, I actually want to buy one of those when I saw that, but
You're
nah.
rolling 1s because the presence of the Archon.
Looks like we're shooting.
Hit
What are we?
5.
What are we?
This first squad right here.
Sure.
Oh,
That's 1, 2, 3,
going
4
off with the
wounds.
scouts.
Alright. 4 up saves, boys.
Boy.
2 down.
Alright, same thing from this other unit. Okay.
Oh, we're spraying them with poison. That is what we are doing right now.
Okay.
That's,
Oh, that is a whiffer.
Poison spray?
There's a 1.
That's
So
a
reroll
1.
that
Oh
into
my gosh.
That is a
what's 1 hit?
that is a whiffer.
Yeah, so there's.
So that's a spray weapon, and
second
now
one,
8th
same thing.
edition spray weapons. Those are just, what are those, auto hits now?
No, they're
Is it
the
DX?
poison became. I think it's the cannon
Oh, yeah,
is.
that's right, I do
Oh, that wasn't a spray. That wasn't like a flamer then.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, these are the
6 hits.
splinter cannons.
Got it. But the old 7th edition
okay.
spray weapons, those are now auto
that's one
hits,
wound.
right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Templates are not auto
Got
hits.
it, because they took out all the templates.
Yeah, because I believe the splinter cannon is
And then
rapid fire 36.
7, 8,
Rapid fire 36.
Yeah, so get 6 shots at 18.
Rapid fire 3.
And
Right here.
underslung weapon is
Into them.
twin linked splinter rifles, which is
Yeah.
rapid
So
fire
9
24, I
shots.
think.
Going at the las cannons.
Sure thing. Go for it. Oh, I'm sorry, which boat? The front boat?
The front boat.
Okay.
Rerolling 1s because the presence of the Archon.
Disintegrator. Oh,
Nice.
wow,
Full house of hits.
Wow.
I'm looking, so I'm strength 5, you're T4. I'm looking for 3s. And I get to reroll 1s to wound because of the Rid of the Living Muse.
That is some
That is
disintegration.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds at -3. Wow.
Alright.
Yeah, disintegrators are amazing against the Imperials.
Why is that? I actually don't know what
Um,
the profile on those are. Do you
Alright,
remember what it
so-
is?
They are strength
See if the
5,
banner lets them shoot.
AP minus 3, 2 damage each. Generally, they're sitting next to an Archon,
Shoot.
which gives them reroll 1s to hit
Okay.
and reroll 1s to wound.
That's a good call.
So
So you
Against a
want-
T4 model.
You're
Yeah, it's
not
just
everything but,
yeah.
right? So
AP
you're
minus
rerolling.
3 is giving them 5 ups in cover.
Wow.
Alright, that's 2
Yeah.
wounds. I get a 5.
They're actually the worst against Primaris Marines.
Why is that?
Because they're 2 wounds each.
Okay.
So you're dropping each one of them every wound that gets through. Yeah.
That sounds pretty brutal there.
Yeah. Those gunboats are.
Gunboats do gun things.
Yeah, they
And
do
shoot
indeed.
people with their shooting bullets.
I make 1 black heart save, so I take 6 damage.
6 damage.
Which puts him down to 4.
Right.
Oh,
Black Heart down
whoa.
to
Yeah,
4.
that's his banner of the Emperor
Did we
Ascendant.
hear
did its
that?
thing.
Dang.
Yeah, at least they
So, and
at least they shot back.
And that is so they get to shoot before they die,
Well,
Is
the
that what it
banner allows them to shoot back when they die on a 3+.
which apparently we made.
Yeah,
3 of them.
Wow.
3 of them.
And got him down to 4.
Crippled that boat. Then.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. Pretty neat.
And then this boat is going to shoot.
That's the
over
neatest thing.
here.
You got 3 of them.
I can
One of
get
them
that
kills a
guy
whole
so
bunch,
that I can get that squad.
and then they shoot back at the one that hasn't shot yet. So now it's
Oh,
crippled.
that's a good point. Forgot about
First
the
floor.
Actually, yes, I can.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, because these guys are outside of it. I draw line side to them.
Cool. Go for it.
679.
So yeah, it looks like the
And is this a disintegrator?
all the devastators are gone now,
because of
which
the
is
art
bad.
That's a good
Wow.
thing. You reroll ones.
Yeah, get those reroll buffs, man. Oh. All right, 7 hits, and rerolling 1s because of the writ. Into another reroll 1s. That's 4 at -3.
Alright.
So I believe that's gonna just nuke them because they're T4
So what just happened?
and you're not in cover.
What?
Your armor
I missed it.
four.
I
The back
blinked. Something happened.
Right. Like two are out.
What's that?
Or maybe 3 are
What
out.
happened?
So the
I
whole,
just missed
the
it.
whole
Oh, the
squad has to
disintegrators
be in cover.
Well, you
are now
basically
firing over
decide
there.
one at a time until.
So
there's
so
two
you
left,
so
right?
you
Where
don't
Adam is
you
so
don't
nicely
get cover
pointing.
unless the entire infantry squad is in the cover.
Right.
Actually,
That's why
you-
have to kill them out of cover.
Really?
And
They die
I
until
was on-
they're in
I
cover.
thought the
that's
No.
why the
Okay, alright.
camo cloak's on the sergeant too.
Yep.
Cool. Fair enough.
So 3 of them, right? Oh, 3 just died.
3 just die.
3
just die.
Yeah. And
3
then-
just dead.
Yep. But then everyone else is in cover, so now they pick up their cover
Okay.
save.
Oh,
Three, so I'll have
Yep.
2 left.
I see.
So one, I think, 6 of them.
Very cool.
Oh, and then 1 5. Okay, they're all
That's
No.
the squad.
You got it.
3 dead.
So it's an important distinction to make, so that while your entire unit
Mhm.
isn't in cover, they die until they are, and then you pick up your cover save, which for scouts
Oh, I
is
see.
important because they can pick up a 2-up cover save.
So you would do that one by one to see.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't know that. That's actually really good
Yeah.
to know. Cool.
Pro tip:
Pro tips.
don't remind your opponent. Just let them pick them up.
We are all for fair games. We're all for fair games and friendly competition down here at Other Realms. Let me tell you.
Actually, fire and fade with 1 command point.
Nice.
You can fire and fade if you don't fire.
So once you've shot in the shooting phase, so I understood it was that you can nominate them to shoot. Okay, he's out of range, and then you can fire and fade.
Good question. It might be worth asking. Can you fire and fade
Minus
after if you can't shoot?
To fire and fade, you have to shoot. After a unit has shot, then it can move the 7
It says,
inches.
well, I guess what counts as shooting? Because if it turns out he's out of range, can I shoot?
No.
But, okay,
Yep.
fair enough. I guess I didn't understand that rule correctly.
Yep.
But that sucks. I've got. All right. Well, that's gonna suck. Okay, fair enough. That concludes my shooting.
So it looks like we're at the end of
Are we at the end of turn 1?
turn
Conclude my
1.
shooting.
Any
Take
points
them
from
off.
anybody
I have no
yet?
assaults.
Not yet.
Well,
That would be. You can score on turn 1 still, right?
now they're gonna do their
Now they're
scoring.
scoring, okay.
Yeah, they're gonna do scoring.
Alright, so at the end of your charge
So you're,
phase,
for scooping dive.
yeah, I'm gonna stoop.
Can you stoop if no one declared charge?
That's a good question.
What's the stratagem say?
It said, well, let me read it.
Does it
Let me
say-
read it.
I've had it done to me. I believe it's doable.
Dwayne allowed it to happen to him, which means it now has to happen to everybody else.
Yeah.
Because I thought it said.
So it
if
looks
you're-
like
if you're
our,
charged.
It actually
Imperial
does
player
not
would
work,
like
but
to do a
that's what-
stooping
Just-
dive,
At the end of your range.
which
I don't wanna take
is
long,
something
actually.
that the custodes have that allow them to charge something that's within 3 inches or 6
Use
inches
stratagem at the end of your
At the end of your
opponent's
turn?
charge phase.
during your opponent's assault phase.
Wow.
Cool.
Oh, looks like he can do
Looks
it.
like he can do it.
So you got to be careful how close you get to those captains, no
Dirty
matter what.
cheaters.
So he'll go in.
And it looks like what's about to happen is an Overwatch, though,
Yes, yeah.
with auto hit weapons.
Auto hit.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
So what's he has? So I'm being gentleman. Like, he has
appreciate it, I
he has
appreciate
2d3 auto hitting,
He's got the auto hit.
strength 12
Yeah, and
flamers.
he's still hexed. Or, the thing that
Jinx is to the end of my next
He is
cycle.
still jinxed.
So,
Ah.
hey man, live dangerous. He's a shield captain.
Now, how brave
Imperium.
is this
Yeah.
captain?
He fears no
Adam's
evil.
deciding whether or not he wants to do a
Earlier, you
stoop
were
and
calling
dive.
them pretty unbrave.
Try.
So,
Well, he's the hidey hole one.
He's got flamethrowers. I'm so good. Let me check my charge range.
Should you charge into something with flamers?
the answer apparently is no.
So it'll be
In the world of 40k, sometimes you do. It's something we
Sometimes
do.
you do.
Yeah.
Let's go over there and start wrecking that guy.
Looks like we're gonna get
It's,
some
it's a tough
stooping.
decision, though.
He doesn't have flamethrowers.
No.
Yeah.
He has,
The Void Raven does not have.
It doesn't just shoot flamethrower from the sky.
Stoop
Are you
hit.
sure?
No, this one does.
Oh, that one.
That one does.
Okay.
Yes.
The
The
one in the middle does.
yeah.
How many command points do you
As
have
we
left? I
keep
put you on,
pointing
like,
off
one.
camera.
Yes. Hold on.
Because, yeah,
That one.
Um,
I am a first-time
all three of
caster.
them.
No, you're doing it. Awesome.
Wow. Holy crap.
I'm loving it.
Okay, so my Overwatch, 2d3 shots. So I get 4 shots.
4 shots.
So we did charge into
sixes.
it.
Oh, he did.
I think so.
None of them.
Did we charge into the flamers?
Oh no, he charged
Oh,
into.
the other
Okay.
one.
No.
Oh, okay.
I was like, whoa.
That doesn't do it.
I would
What
love.
a madman.
That doesn't do it.
Oh, we got to re-roll.
That will do it.
7 inches does get there.
Oh, let me see if I get mine back.
I was hoping to get one.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! Doesn't even spend a command point to get that
Two
re-roll.
free CP rolls.
I have seen a lot of 6s on the CP rolls this game.
I've seen a lot of 6s out of those red dice so
You're
far.
never gonna
Every
run
time
out.
we come over, it's just rolling 6s.
Alright. So,
So it looks like our shield captain's about to get all stabby over there.
You're hitting on 2s, wounded on 2s.
Rerolling
Hitting on
one.
2s, wounded on 4s with a reroll. That's
Yeah.
on T6.
T6, yeah.
So the 2 bolters.
Good lord.
Holy.
That's some
Good
shield
lord.
captains. You get that reroll. Is that interceptor lance?
Okay.
Ooh.
That's a lot.
Ooh.
It's a lot of 5s
And
and 6s.
no, and they don't get their invul save.
It's
Do you
done.
like CV?
Who's that? Drukari.
The Drukari don't get their invul
Is
save.
that because he rolled 6s?
It is not.
Yeah. Now he does get his feel no pains, but
Okay.
I think he's just decided that. Now, can he make this many? I don't think so.
We're gonna see.
63.
There's,
63.
that's,
Gotta be
dead,
all right.
that's a dead paper airplane.
It's a dead paper airplane.
It did its job.
He did. He dropped off the
He
void
dropped
bomb.
off the void bomb.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Bring it home. It's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been the big downside with Drukari is they're very brave with their planes, but they can't take a punch.
No.
No.
And then morale face?
So that dude and
I have found though generally it
Okay.
takes
Oh, yeah,
two
yeah,
shield
yeah.
captains
This
to
game,
drop
I'm
one
gonna go ahead and
plane
do 2 CPs to make him
when I've
Really?
been playing. Yeah.
And he did it with one?
Well, it already taken
It already taken some.
8 wounds,
It already taken.
And
Yeah.
if I get him back,
Okay.
I do get
but
one.
it takes about
Getting
2 shield
CP
captains.
back left and right.
They're just never gonna run out.
Damn.
They're there. Okay, good. They do,
So looks like the
Did you kill
we're
one?
doing the
I did.
scoring.
Now we're doing some scoring.
I killed
You got
2.
the scout.
I got the scouts and I got the
And
deadies.
So
Okay, so
Drukari
And
got
I
2
believe I killed
kills.
More than you. Oh no, you.
No.
Oh crap.
No.
No, yeah, because you killed the Void Raven, so we're tied on that.
Tied.
So they tied on kills,
I do.
I believe you did. Yeah.
both holding one
Did
objective
you get
marker.
Recon?
No, I didn't.
Did you get
I did. Yeah.
old school? Yeah, you got at least 1 point for old school. And then
Yep.
no headhunter yet. Okay.
How are we looking
And I
at
got
Now
the
remember,
end of turn?
recon is scored during
I'm up by
your
1.
turn.
You are at-
Yeah, I didn't have all 4.
Oh, you weren't in
Because
this
they
one.
killed that guy. Like this guy was
No,
gonna
no,
be,
no.
was gonna be there.
Do I hold
It's-
more than you? 1,
You don't have to hold it
3.
through the entire turn. It's just your turn.
So this is the. So I went second.
Oh.
So it's scored at the same time as the battle.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so I deployed.
Oh,
range
that's right.
there.
Yeah, he moved.
So I had it.
Gotcha.
If I like, so I'm not having to give it up this
Yeah,
turn.
sorry.
I'll be able to get it next turn. So, all right, your turn too.
Yes.
Round 2.
So it looks like we
We're
got some,
updating some scores here.
some scoring.
Just making sure everyone's on the same page here. If you wanna, we're just gonna take a look at what you scored. Cool.
So let's take a look at turn 1 scores. Alright,
Let me
so
pop it up here for y'all. Boom.
boom. Alright, so what happened here? Adam killed 1 and held 1. Heath also killed 1, held 1. Now, neither one killed more, so neither one gets that point this turn because they both killed 2 units. And Adam, because he's got those scouts, was able to hold more objective markers.
Okay.
Down to secondaries, Adam got his first blood, so that's his old
This
school
is
point.
Old school point. Okay.
He killed that plane, which is 12 hit, has 12 wounds, so he got
that's
his
the big game hunter. Okay.
Did not kill 3 things. This is a trap, you know.
Very close.
This is
That's
a trap.
hard one.
Yeah,
That is
it's a
going to be
trap.
really difficult.
Yeah, especially after you start killing too many things.
If you kill 3 in the beginning, you're just making less things for you to kill.
Yeah.
The more you kill, the less there is to kill.
And eventually they just hide.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a
All
trap.
Right. It's a trap. Well, we'll see if it pans out.
I've seen it work sometimes. Recon, Heath unfortunately wasn't able to hold.
Mhm.
This is actually one that if you're going to take, you got to really watch what's going on, because you have to be in all 4 table quarters, and Bloodlust takes over,
That's hard.
and you just drive up and you forget about it. It's easy to do. But he did get his first
He
blood.
got his first, or his, was that first blood?
Yeah, for old school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, first blood.
Right, because you can both score that,
Yeah,
technically.
it's called first strike, I
First
believe,
strike.
not first blood.
Yeah, I don't think it's called that. We keep calling it that because
Yeah.
that's what we're used to.
Because it was old school.
It was old school. Nice.
And Headhunter, he didn't kill any characters. He's about to get that shield captain, I think, next turn.
Maybe
But
we'll see it on turn 2.
I feel like there's going to be some smiting.
Okay.
I think someone may get smitten.
So it looks like 5-3.
Yeah. Now we're going into the top of 2, so this is going to be critical. Where,
First turn is the longest. Second turn, the most critical, maybe.
Yeah. After that, things start to fall apart.
Things start to.
Yeah. Everybody walks in with a plan until they get punched in the face.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
Your
so-
super critical model just died on the first turn and you didn't do anything? What? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Very nice.
The other thing is that all the Drukhari are now on the table.
That is
So-
true.
So now you know where your opponent is, and you know where those disintegrators are.
You can focus your attention a bit better.
The big downside, though, is Adam is all out of las cannons.
I completely forgot to shoot this disintegrator last turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. There
No,
is
he's not.
one
Yeah,
hero las
excuse
cannon
me,
left.
Excuse me. Getting ahead
Excuse
of
me.
yourself
Excuse
there.
me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That was rude.
Yeah. How dare you, sir?
Yeah.
Alright, Lieutenant.
Mass is 1 inch.
He's not as motivated.
Nice.
So I'm having a conversation with myself then.
I don't think the.
Well, no, you're having a. Well, yeah, actually.
Yeah.
People can kind of hear me,
Oh, okay.
but not a whole lot. No, I don't need to be heard though.
I think it's better if we get 2 eventually.
Eventually, I
Yeah.
think you're right.
Yeah. I think you need a color commentator.
You need someone with.
We need
You're
a.
not my flair person.
I can be the color commentator, but I need a stat person.
That's
no?
not me.
No, it's
That's
not you.
not me.
It's not you.
Here's the stats I would take.
Oh.
These are the amount of 6s this guy rolled. It seems like an unfair amount. Let's just cross a few of them.
That's
off.
terrible.
Take a few of them out. Doesn't seem fair.
Good.
Love it.
Go ahead and start the combat.
All right, so shield captain's getting lined up. They all definitely know what they want to do now, because they do not like that flying flamethrower in the sky.
Flying, flaming death bird.
Yeah, that also sends out smites.
It can smite?
It
It's a
smites.
psychic plane?
Psyker.
Yeah,
It is a cycle.
it's a
It's a
psyker.
warlock. It's a spirit here. It's a full
Yeah.
spirit here.
Yeah,
I think actually I got the spirit here.
his spirit is up in that stone at the top.
Okay.
So it's my
It's alive?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Drukhari is an interesting.
Well, no, this is Eldar. It's
Crackles.
LA talk.
Oh.
It's
I
Craft
see.
World. It's a Craft World thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now the truth is coming.
Yeah,
out.
the Drukhari don't use that psychic cheatery stuff. We just ally it in.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Let's start with like the silly stuff. So I can't see anything else. Let's make sure these scouts can see this guy.
All
Can't really
right.
tell. I'm gonna say the back 2 can. 'Cause
Nice.
they're not super close to the wall, but I don't think.
So what's left here? We got the 3 shield
They can see the nose
captains.
of him, so.
We've got a lot of
I should be. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you're-
tarantulas
So the
and some scouts left.
and then
Oops.
regular bullets. So force.
You wanna look at that one?
Yeah, let's go take a look at. Oh, wow. Got some thinning out to some squads over on this side. And look at the death box.
Yeah, well,
The-
let's take a look at the death box.
Here is
first.
the-
What has happened here?
Looks like we've lost a total of 4 Plague Marines.
That's what, 5? Oh no.
No, this is a Blight Lord Terminator.
Ooh.
And we lost one of the Mephitic Blight Haulers.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
So he loses that +1 now.
Loses
is
the
that
plus
right?
1 BS. He's down to BS4,
Okay.
which isn't bad. It's
Not
just
bad.
not reliable.
Not what you want.
Yeah,
And then let's take a look at the table.
but looks like the Death Guard are death guarding,
They're guarding death very
running
well.
up,
today.
beating up on some sisters over there. Not sure that's politically correct at all, but they're doing it. It's okay.
1 wound.
3+ armor save.
Why would you do that to me?
That's all my punches.
Oh, the Death Guard are extremely resilient to taking damage.
They even have an ability called.
Disgusting and resilient.
Wow.
That's right. 5 up invul, 5 up feel no pain. Gets you through an awful lot.
Oh, 1 hit.
Okay, so 4 rolling.
Wounds on the
So it looks like the girls may be rethinking their strategy, running straight into the line.
Are we doing the backup strategy now?
This is the backup strategy. I don't. Well, we'll see. We'll see. They're still brave. They're brave girls. The Saint is still out there.
And then
Yeah.
Celestine?
Celestine's still running around out there. She still has 1 Gemini left with her.
and this is 8
Okay, so we'll take their 6 up in.
Yeah.
It's just 1, right? Cool. Yeah.
And what's dead over? Ooh, wow, that's a dead pile. Looks like we've lost 2 of the Immolators, squad of the Seraphim, and a bunch of heavy bolter girls, looks like, or storm bolter girls. Storm bolter girls went down. 1 Gemini. So
Turn 2?
this is turn 2.
Top of 2.
What is a little tough for the Death Guard is they're very slow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot of their movements are pretty.
strength is 6, so
Um,
on 2s. Reroll
except for the flying bloat drones. Those are actually pretty quick, but he doesn't have any on the table.
Yeah. And the Demon Prince can take wings.
I am a little surprised we aren't holding this objective back here. That tactic-wise, you might want to grab that. Because where they end up getting into a little bit of trouble is the fact that they're a little static on the board. They can get stuck. You know, this
clump here,
this
they're gonna
ball
be
of
moving for
this
a
ball
while.
of filth over here.
But they did a great job.
They did.
Taking out a box.
Yeah, took out a box and a bunch of girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I see our.
I was just the commentator.
Consolidate
Oh.
3 inches after you
3
wipe
inches
Whatever.
towards the nearest model.
I believe that's kind of.
Oh, look at that! They're all turning around now. They were all just.
They're like, "What?
I saw them for a second there. They were all turned around, looking at each other, talking about what they had just done.
What are we doing?
Yeah, well, where do you want to go now?
High fives all
They
around.
thought it took a lot
24.
more to fill those cards. Alright.
Now the girls are wondering why did we come through into this death box that we created for ourselves? You know,
Yeah, they all miss.
Having some rough.
it looked like a good idea,
It
but
did.
it
After the
did.
first turn, it was like, you know what?
This guy looks like the lone
Yeah.
girl.
It looked like a good idea.
Oh, he hits 3 times.
He's moved it.
We've got faith. That is the problem with faith. It's an army built around faith, faith and bravery, and the promise of new models.
You got the win?
Cool.
I saved 1, so.
So what do
So
we have? We have
secondaries. We got Kingslayer. I'm sure she took the Saint.
on Saint. Okay.
Yeah, because she gives that up.
BGH.
Big Game
and
Hunter
Old School.
and Old School.
Seeing a trend.
Everybody does love the Old
Everyone's
School.
seeming, yeah.
And the Big
yeah.
Game Hunter.
And the Big Game Hunter.
Well, the Big Game Hunter is great because there's so many boxes.
Gives you a point.
There's so
And,
many boxes.
and they've all got 11, I think 11 wounds.
They just start to count.
Yeah.
So you go up
And
one
they, I think the sisters do have a 6 up invul on the vehicle. 6 up invul.
5 up in Celestine.
Yeah.
Make some
5 up with Celestine.
not the easiest to get rid of.
That'll do it.
No,
One way or the other, that'll do
they're
it.
not too the hardest, but still they're a little squishy.
I was supposed to
Can I get your CP?
Oh, wait, let me see if I.
I do.
Yeah, you do. And then, so
Now these Blight Lord Terminators are back here holding on to this objective, and they're wondering, should we keep this? Should we keep this thing, or should we run out there? Typhus is finally coming out.
Alright, so my.
They do
Say, let's go.
Big Stinky himself is coming out.
They do strike on turn 1 and fill their assault.
Oh, dang.
okay, so
I haven't made a single invul
And
save.
that Demon Prince is out there being annoying as hell.
Yep.
You know, he's just under 10 hit points, so you can't target him
We
at all.
can't BGH
No,
him either.
no.
Wow.
Yeah, he's just annoying.
That's right, he is untargetable, isn't he?
Yeah.
You have to be 10.
Yep. He's just annoying.
1 or 2 on him.
Wow.
That's
What a
that's really-
great model.
It makes you
Yeah.
keep one more gun. Yeah. Just and it gives you that one extra.
And I know there's a way to give him an ability that lets him regenerate a wound. I don't know what, I forgot what it
I don't
is.
remember what that one is, but I think you're right.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Like every player turn, he regenerates a wound.
Something totally fair.
Something
like that.
ridiculous.
Something
Like
totally
just
fair.
keeps coming back even after you shoot at him.
2d3 auto hit.
Nice.
So the general rule is you just leave him alone until you're really ready
Leave
to
him
do
be
it.
till you're
Just,
really going to devote some
you know,
shots
yeah,
into him.
pot shotting him is not a good idea. He's just going to regenerate and be annoying some more.
Mm. Oh, you know, I didn't even notice we have those guys back.
Look at this. We have another demon prince who's supposed to be scary, but he's like, I'm gonna hide behind this round rock over here.
There's no point in getting shot when you
There
don't
is
need to.
exactly.
You got the Arc Aquilus. You might as well. Is that the Aquilus? Yeah.
I hope that when they finally do make a Warhammer movie, they do make everybody do the things that they would do in the game.
Right.
Like your giant beast should be running behind cover all
Yeah,
the time.
Just totally ducking
Right?
around,
Yep.
getting behind buildings.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of this inaccurate. They're charging through
Yeah.
an entire line
Yeah.
of people. You never see them.
Exactly. When you see a giant gun line, definitely pull out your sword and run at it.
Pull out
Yeah.
your sword, invoke the Emperor,
Yeah.
and get in there.
Yeah. 40k is the one time where you can bring a knife to a gunfight and win.
And be pretty good.
Yeah. Power
I
knife.
like that.
But these are plague
Power
knives.
knife. Those are rusty knives.
Yeah, rusty, plaguey knives.
Yeah, this is probably gonna do it. So.
Got the corrosion paint on there.
I
Yeah.
like it. Very cool.
Mm. And the Nurglings are just chilling.
The Nurglings, of course.
They are
do what
chilling.
They do best.
They are Nurgling out.
They hang out.
Yeah.
They chill. They got nothing to prove.
Yeah. This is turning into a very huge quagmire in the middle of the board,
Yeah.
though. Yeah.
It's almost like we're playing the Relic.
Two battle lines just came
Yeah,
in.
two battle lines just
Yeah.
smashed into each other.
Yeah.
I love it. Cool.
No.
Yeah.
Swap over here. We'll do
Hopping
that.
back over to our featured table,
You got 3+
Yeah.
armor.
where we see
My captain survived Overwatch from the race fighter.
ooh, Captain got in.
That's why it's
What?
nice having two games going at one time.
What up?
You just let them do their movements, and you come back for the action. And here we are, in the action.
Yeah. So, doesn't look like. Looks like that one las cannon guy probably missed. I don't look like
He did 3 damage over here.
I got 3 damage on the wounded one. Ooh, down to 1. Oh, he's triple banded.
5 wounds. I need 6s. I need 6s.
You need mini fine
I need
sixes,
5
sir.
6s.
Oh, we got some
I'll
feel
take
no
4
pains.
sixes.
Feel no pains. Oh.
4 gets through, that's gonna kill him.
It's a good roll, but
Do I blow up? Nope.
No explosion.
Snap almost helped.
I forgot because last turn there was one hit.
Hemlock gone.
Hemlock down.
Gone. Hemlock down.
Paper airplanes
Yeah.
disposed.
But that brave captain up there.
He's sitting up.
Uh,
I think that's it for my turn.
he is pointing his tailpipe at them
He
at least.
is.
You know, he didn't respect him enough.
Smoke cloud.
You know,
He's waggling.
he didn't even want to give respect to the hemlock.
No.
He didn't even poke it with his stick. He just farted on it.
That's right.
Just shot his exhaust flames at it. He's like, that's how I'm gonna kill this thing. Oh, I'm sorry. I
You
stole
don't
you.
need that,
It's all
right?
good. It's all good. I don't need it.
Scores.
Mine.
I didn't take that.
That one was
That was
Yeah.
you.
Alright, sir, it's your turn.
So we've got. Looks like the Imperials have slapped back a little bit,
Heroes have slapped back.
and we're down
You
to
can see
3.
the Drukari turn now.
Yeah, they do have a lot of firepower. 3 Venoms, 3 Ravagers. 1 is severely hurt though. That's not going to be that effective.
Nice.
We'll see.
I'll be right back. So the first melt gun does 3 points of damage.
What do you got on your warriors? Just straight poison?
4 rifles and a blaster.
Blaster. Okay, blaster's
There's one
great.
squad that doesn't. They're the designated objective handlers.
Yep.
We'll do these guys into it and see if they can.
So it looks like the Venoms are
That's 18-inch rapid
peeling around, all staring at this one guy in the middle who's got everybody's attention. He's the one guy without a spear. Oh no, his is pointed downward. Never mind. There it is.
Hits on 3s. And then 1s are reroll.
Scouts are still holding objectives. Looks like there's one in the building in the upper right. Oh, sorry, upper left. Holding that objective. Scouts in the middle, holding both middle objectives, and the tarantulas are actually holding 2 more. So Adam actually picked up that bonus points at the in the top of 2, which is huge. That's a hard point to pick up. Oh, he's holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holding 5 objectives. I'm sorry about that. Interfering in the game, but can't let you not pick up a point.
This guy's advancing.
Okay. Advance the Rito.
Got a point, take it, man.
Yeah.
I need all the help I can get.
Drukari are circling around. Looks like the standard bearer. This captain hanging out behind that barricade. Always use your cover. Remember to use your cover. They ignore it and they use it. It's important.
Looks like they have a lot of stormbolters there.
Yeah. 4, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14 shots.
This captain, the warlord's going to advance. I'll take the 5, so we can go 13.
Looks like our Archon's coming out.
Does he have the 2-up invulse save thing?
Yes, they come with it stock.
Discussing resilient.
Yeah, got a shadow field that works until it doesn't.
There's a couple of relics you can take that change that, or that basically give you an additional save you can take instead. So you
You
got
take-
the 3+ armor against.
Yeah, and I think you pick up 4-up field, no
There's another
4-up
there's another
invul,
one
right?
that, like, when it fails, you have a 4-up that cuts in.
Yeah.
So this guy is degraded. He can fire
This
6.
squad will charge.
So you're going to go up to there.
We'll charge then.
Looks like our Ravagers. Oops, sorry. If you follow your Archon, you can generally tell where the Ravagers are about to go, since they gotta stay within that
Little bubble.
6-inch ball.
Ball of death.
And they want so badly, you can tell how badly they want to shoot at those shield captains.
Can we just eke out enough of...
You're going to go to there.
No.
If I can kill those guys, it'll contest.
Looks like right now there's a bunch of scouts and then a lovely,
Yes.
lovely
The
tarantula.
damage you have to measure from the base, but everything else measures from the
So
hull.
the tarantulas, those are immobile.
The tarantulas are immobile.
Tarantulas.
Psychic
Yeah.
phase.
And you have to put them in your deployment zone?
Doom
Yes.
Okay.
on the
Except
Doom road.
Except when
there's
you don't.
one way to do it. Talaran or no, not Talaran.
I'm going to try.
I don't know. There's something you can give them where they can infiltrate, and you can
Infiltrate.
not infiltrate, but
Tarantulas.
I think you can outflank them.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one
That's
weird.
kind of funny.
We found one weird thing you can do with them,
Okay, interesting.
but they're very cheater-tastic. I do love them.
Nope.
So what did I miss? Did I miss anything?
The Hemlock died, and then the Drukari looked like they're going for our pincer move. We sent our poison out that way,
Okay.
and our Ravagers around this way.
And then I'm going to Mind War.
Nice. Mind War again. We know
Mind
what this
War, another
does.
Mind War. No, we
Goes
do.
off on a 7.
Let's go off.
So now it's a straight roll off. 'Cause I don't have any leadership shenanigans on you.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
5 beats a 1.
5 does beat a 1. Now add up with their leadership scores.
And you've already spent a command point this turn?
No. Well,
Okay.
I did for the stratagem, but yeah. What am I looking at right now? Is it?
So that you're looking at 4 more. Well, I rolled. So it's you rolled a 10. I rolled a 14. So you're looking at 4 more wounds.
Oh, it's
4
a
mortal
difference.
wounds. It's a difference.
Oh,
Wow.
We didn't realize that.
I think Adam may want to roll that 1, given the number of mortal wounds. But he's checking his leadership
We're
right
gonna
now.
see. if
Checking
it
that
is
leadership.
Yeah. I'll roll it.
Oh, is he going to Vect it? Are we going to see the agents of Vect come out?
Vect.
He's going to attempt to Vect.
Ooh.
He does
Go
not.
ahead. I'm
He
gonna
fails
go
his
for
Vect.
You have 4 command point. All right, and it's a 6.
6.
Yeah.
So
Did you have 4 CPs left?
I did. I have 5.
I keep forgetting that you don't.
So I spent 3 on Vex. I spent 1 on a reroll.
I'm gonna start
So
with
I spent
Lightning
4,
Range.
and so your stratagem is canceled, and you do not get the command point back. So I'm gonna roll 6 dice.
And-
four
and-
fours,
They got
and then
vected.
4 for mine.
Vected his reroll.
Sorry, 5 for mine.
Doesn't steal it.
So yeah, 2 stratagems.
He does gain 1.
And I get
One back.
one of those back.
Gets one back. So he's down to
Down to 1.
1.
So I need 4 mortal wounds through on that dude.
Wow.
Wow.
Getting through
That was
3 plus invul is
action-packed.
annoying.
That
In a
was
very
that was
short
huge.
amount of time.
I do love. That's why the Agents of Vector are great.
Mind War. I failed it. Reroll. No. Dang it. Okay. Gosh dang.
You know, my last game I had Jakarian, and my Vect was vected.
You got
And
your Vect was vected?
my Vect got vected, and I lost my 3 command points.
You're like, good thing we have the Agents of Vect.
Oh,
They're like,
right.
good things we also have the Agents of Vect.
Yours,
Oh no.
yeah, your agents are our agents.
Shooting.
That's right.
Here and here.
Everybody lose 3 command
Okay, this
points.
guy? Yep. So what you're gonna want to do is measure to this scout because they might be.
Now, there's also scouts up in that top left corner, which I
Yeah,
think are
where they're
much
pointing over there
closer.
right now. Nice.
Points.
I'll help measure it from this side. I think the scouts
'Cause,
are probably closer to this dude. We'll have to be. We'll check the other ones.
I completely forgot about the scouts.
I also don't want to cheat on them, but
They're only.
you don't want to forget about those ones back there that
In
are
the
much
corner.
closer.
I'll
Yeah,
just-
those
I'll
corner
measure
ones
them
that they're
So
both
did
ignoring.
Did they decide that the first
guy might be-
level is
he might
blocking,
be, yeah.
or is it
So
not?
this guy
blocking?
It is line of sight blocking.
It is line of sight blocking.
This
So
guy is
all of this
15 and a
ground level terrain.
Yep.
This,
The night dude on
the front edge here.
I see. So they can't. They're not doing anything right now. They're just chilling.
Yeah, I don't think they are. Yeah, they're just hanging. They're grabbing that objective marker up there.
Okay, there's an. I see. There's an objective marker over in the corner. Where
But
they're looking.
I think our players, though, should we call it out?
So he's
What's
blocking.
that?
They should probably measure to the nearest
Let's
guys,
check him.
So this guy, your base is there.
which we
I
should
think,
probably.
I think they're checking, seeing which is the closest.
Yeah,
you got it.
but you know why they're going to these scouts, not those scouts,
Oh, I forgot.
which are a mile closer.
Oh,
And we don't want our players
That was
to.
a
We-
major
we
tax
come in
error. Yeah,
here-
they're totally
Yeah,
not
they
even.
shoot.
that's
We don't want
that's what
our-
the judges do.
Yeah, we need to make sure that our.
All right, so this guy
Play is
gonna shoot
correct.
Scouts.
Oh, go to ground.
As we were talking about it, I'm like, what are you talking about?
No, I
Oh,
see them.
right,
You know,
It's important to remember.
yeah. No, we don't want to influence the game, but we also don't want to let things go wrong. Yeah.
Rules broken.
Although, you know, even our people watching the stream will have no idea that those scouts are up in there.
That's true.
Yeah.
They're like, what scouts?
What scouts?
Um,
They're very well hidden.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. So that's just 4 Actually,
Those are vaporized scouts.
actually, we'll leave just the dude. So he's nice and tucked in there. Maybe he won't be able
One
to
guy
shoot.
left.
One guy left.
One guy hanging out.
He's so upset. He is actually
He's
facing
just
into
facing
the
in the
corner.
corner.
He's
He's
like,
like,
no.
I
If
don't
I
wanna
can't.
go. I'm not
If,
doing
if,
it.
I don't
they-
like any of that.
if
Alright.
I can't see them, they can't see me.
And apparently that strategy worked.
Because he's the guy that
He's the guy
survived.
that survived. They all called me an idiot for putting on this clown makeup. They're going to be looking for Imperial Fists.
That's 5 hits. And that's 3 wounds at -3, and that's an Imperial Fist one. Sorry, no, that's a Guard one. It's red. So -3s will go straight through.
Are they 2 damage?
There's 6. That's total 6. 3 damage each.
Yep. So the Imperial Guard version is actually only a 4-up armor,
Okay.
which are his red ones. The yellow
I
ones,
see. So we're talking about the
the
tarantulas.
tarantulas, they actually come in different flavors.
I see. So there's a reason they're different colors.
Yeah.
Wow. The flavor.
Yeah, that's what flavor they bring.
So the red are
Imperial Guard
Okay. And the yellow are the
is
fist.
fists, and they actually
fist
have
ones
a
are-
3-up armor.
Do I have? Is he closer?
The Imperial Fist ones.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, they're just
Those are
better.
kind of hard to kill them.
Yeah, they're
If you
annoying.
sink shots into those, that's probably what he wants.
So
I
low
think
blade
it's
on scout place.
5 wounds. I want to say it's 5 wounds.
Alright, so
Wow.
he's gonna shoot that one.
Yeah. So you have to dedicate a lot of firepower.
But do each of those count for the secondary objective?
Good thing.
Are they individual units?
They
for
are
the-
individual
okay,
units.
So he can kill those and get
Yeah.
the secondary.
Yeah.
bonus.
So you can pick up a lot of kill points.
Roll high,
Okay.
but you could-
So they do give that up, but a lot of times you can force your opponent to shoot way more than you need to
Then
into
they
them.
want to
Yeah.
into those because they are surprisingly tanky little
Yep.
boxes.
Yep. Yep.
I like it.
Pick one and you can do 2 rerolls per
Now,
Shooter
Adam.
tactics everywhere.
Yeah, Adam isn't actually playing them the dickish way that you can, or the
Okay.
the jerky way that
The
you
jerk
can.
way,
The
yes.
jerky way, because 8th edition says that any part of the model can fire. What you could do with these guys is actually tuck them into the
Poke
building,
out a little
and
ledge.
you leave one little foot pointing out,
I see.
and that's where the bolter fire comes from.
Wow. Obviously. If you, I mean, Dwayne, if you just looked at the model, you could see obviously that's where the bolter fire comes
You
out
would
of.
think so, but
Out of the legs.
it's a game
Not
of
the 2 guns on the top.
no, it's a game of nuance.
That's right.
Okay.
This is a
of
high
words.
level IQ game.
Yep. Not only do you have to know the rules, you have to convince your opponent
That you
that
know-
it's okay.
that it's- that- that's the way it's supposed to
That's
be.
what 40k is about.
There you go.
Not just doing it, it's about convincing about it. Alright, so it looks like our Jukari player is going to go unload his
Are you within 3 inches of the
shots.
Guns upon the enemy.
So now I control that one. So I control 2. I believe you got 1, 2, 3, so you still got more than me. Actually, you got 4.
Oh, looks like we're
So,
we're ending.
well, you have to get 5 for the bonus?
Are we at the end of turn 2?
We are at the end of
bonus, but not the match.
But not the super bonus.
turn 2.
The more.
Yep, battle round
Went a little
2 is
quicker than I
completed.
thought it was going.
It goes really
It does
fast.
go quick after
Yeah.
the first turn.
What time are we looking at right now?
2, yeah.
Actually, we're
We're about on pace.
Screwed up bad this turn.
we should actually be
Okay.
closing up at 11:45, so we only have about
Another
50
20
minutes to go.
minutes or so.
We should probably go tell everyone to start
Sure.
closing up.
I did kill one.
So, ugh. Get that off.
So we'll take a break just for a bit here on the commentary, let you guys see what's going on in this game. We're just letting our players know exactly how much time they have left in the first round. This is going to be a 3-round tournament today, so we'll see a lot of different games going on. And at 1,500 points, 2 hours, that's about right, but even that can be, you get wrapped up in some of your turns and making sure you do everything right, and sometimes you just run out of time. So we will be back here in just a minute in the commentary, so take a look, watch the game for now.
Movement was degraded.
Good to go. So we got about 20 minutes remaining in this tournament. Game 1.
First round,
Game 1.
3 games today.
Yeah, 3 games.
This is a team tournament.
It's team tournament.
Explain that one a little bit.
So the
because
team-
I was confused.
So the team aspect, the game is still
One-on-one.
one-on-one. You and your teammate are assigned 2 different tables with different missions.
Okay.
So you get to choose which table and which mission you think is
You
better
wanna
for you.
So if you're playing 2 different styles of armies,
Yep.
I think my army would do better on table 1.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
Yep. So you can go and take a look at the table. Does the terrain make sense for me?
Sure.
Does the mission make
A
sense?
little bit of more strategy in the pregame.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
We didn't want to make it too difficult,
Yeah,
but
not
a little bit of
crazy.
fun. Little bit of fun. And after you get to the table, if you see your opponent's army, you're like, nah,
Don't want to deal with that.
this doesn't look good at all. Then you, once for our entire tournament, you can switch.
You can switch, so that's your veto rule.
That's your veto rule.
You get to switch the. I see. That's interesting.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep. No one
Hopefully
used
all
it game
switch
one.
around.
Looks like everyone held on
Everyone's
to
okay.
theirs.
I wonder if people are going to remember to use it. Maybe a good reminder.
Yeah, we'll
Units
probably
are game
remind
two.
everyone.
Just to make sure. 'Cause if you don't, not that you necessarily need to use it. If you feel comfortable with all your matchups, there's no point.
Yep.
But it's nice having that there. And what you were telling me is now you can veto a round. And then now the opponent, they could also veto it.
Yes.
So you do a switch twice.
Yep.
So
And you
basically,
both end
just
up.
switch tables.
Yeah, you both switch tables. Both switch missions. Both switch
If
tables.
you're like, no,
Yep.
I really want to fight
Yeah.
you.
I brought my haywire for your knights.
Yeah,
That's what it's here for.
That's why I have this army.
Yeah.
We're playing.
Yeah, we're getting in there.
I like it.
And then your scores will be added up, and that's how we'll do our seeding for the next round.
Got it. Okay. So it looks like they did finish up turn 2 here. We can take a look at the scores again.
Yeah. So looking at turn 2,
So here we go.
our Imperial player Adam killed one, held more.
Oh wow.
Did not kill more units though. And he got the bonus because on his turn he was holding or contesting 5 objective mark, which is huge as you can tell because
Oh, he was holding 5.
yeah. So you end up grabbing a lot of that bonus point is actually huge. It can be hard to come back from.
Got it. Okay.
Heath picked up kill and held and killed more.
Okay.
Looks like for he got another big game hunter.
And that was the not the Void
The-
Raven.
The
What's the one that was in the middle?
Hemlock.
The Hemlock Wraith Fighter.
Yeah.
Right.
And then unfortunately it looks like he didn't pick up he's just running out of units so he couldn't pick up that recon.
So what does the scores look like so far?
Looks like Adam's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 10 for Adam.
And
6.
for Heath.
Yeah, 10 to 6 for Heath.
It's looking rough, but you know what? You never know what can happen. And we are in turn 3 here.
Yes, that's the good thing about 8th edition using this ITC scoring is you do have a little bit more leeway to come back at the end.
Right.
Other strategies you can do in the beginning are to just try to squat on more objectives early on.
Get those early bonus points.
Just be hard to kill and just get up on the scoreboard early. And then just make it too hard to come back at the end.
Got it.
So,
Really all about grabbing those objectives early, especially for this one.
yep. Because if you can get that hold more, a couple more times, then by the end of the game you have a lot less units.
Mm.
And it's not as easy to pick up these as it was early
We
on.
can see the two that we said.
Yeah.
Tramps.
Yep.
No
No.
points on either of them,
It is-
and I don't think they're getting those points.
No, the
Not this
1,000
game.
cuts is
You got to kill 3 units in one turn.
yeah.
I think his best shot was that last round.
I
Probably.
think that or the shield captains if they actually get up in his lines, like
Kill
get
those Ravagers.
yeah,
Maybe then.
because they will poke through those paper
Right.
boats pretty quick.
With the recon. I think recon.
No.
That's out.
No,
And then what is the last one?
Headhunter.
Headhunter. So he
Yeah.
he's looking for character kills.
Yeah,
He
so he's
hasn't
looking-
killed a no, I guess he never.
He hasn't dropped one of
Hasn't
those shield
dropped one of the
captains yet.
characters
Yeah.
They're too dang tanky.
They're hard to get to.
Hard to get to as well.
Yeah.
Adam's doing a great job keeping them kind of hidden.
Behind one thing at a time.
There you go.
Super annoying.
And we did see as well the he wanted to take shots at it, but the scouts were
Yeah.
too close.
So that's
We
why
saw that in round 2.
I found it a bunch of times with Headhunter. I've taken it a bunch of times because my opponent has like 6 or 7 characters,
Sure.
and he tells me, he's like, "Well, I've got so many characters, you might as well
You
take
might as well
Headhunter."
take it.
And I'm like, "Oh, that sounds like a good idea."
Wow, thanks.
And then they're just hidden the entire game. It's like, oh, it's just stupid.
It's dumb. This
Yeah,
is a trap.
no, it's a trap.
Go
It's a
with
trap.
go with the old but basic. Old school.
Yep.
Let's see some old
Yep.
school. Let's
Old
get
school,
those.
big game hunter, things where you can kill, things
where
you can
kill
do.
stuff,
Yeah.
Don't make it hard on yourself.
Yeah.
Why? Cool.
Actually, the trap I've seen with Celestine,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people see her
They're
and
like,
they
oh.
instantly take Kingslayer because she usually gives up maximum points and she's kind of squishy.
Yeah.
T3. But what happens is you take her for Kingslayer and your opponent immediately hides her in a building and she never comes
She
out.
never does anything.
Yeah, so you can never get those points.
She's bait.
Yeah.
No, don't. She is the Kingslayer bait. Then.
Yep. What happened where?
Yeah, we can take a look over
Take
there
a
at our other game here.
take a look at our Death Guard game.
Death Guard game, yeah. Cool. Yeah, let's see how they're doing.
All right, looks like the inexorable advance of the
Oh,
Death
yeah.
Guard has
The Death Guard has
continued. They've just been
gone
pressing
in.
slowly upfield.
So that'll drop.
And
Just
that's what they do. If you let them do it, they'll just keep.
Uh-oh.
They walk forward, and that's what they're best at.
yeah, it looks like Celestine just
Got back up.
All right, let's just.
Does that happen on this turn?
I believe it happens at the end of the round she dies in.
Okay. Because it's happening during my active faith turn.
All right, cool. Let's roll it.
Phase.
We got,
Oh.
He blew up my thing and its mortal wounds are being caused.
Oh, wow.
What an interesting
Haven't
situation.
seen that before.
So
I believe it happens at the end of the phase. You might have to check her rules. I'm pretty sure it says there when to do it. So I don't really use Celestine that often.
This is your last round. Roll a d6. On 2+, she is not removed, but is instead resurrected while the round is restored. Set yourself in a manner of 10 inches of a Gemini spear. Some constable will do so. Plus, for example, on the spells are and roll
Looks
a
like
1.
it's immediate.
Is needed elsewhere. It doesn't actually define.
It looks like it's immediate.
Immediate.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty fun trick.
So what happened? What exactly? What?
So the wording is that when she dies, you immediately roll.
I'm gonna CP that.
Uh-oh.
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 What happened?
Okay, she got back up.
Shoot, we're good.
So what happened was Celestine did die,
Okay.
and on a
And
2+.
as I understand, so this is I got the information on what happened. He did the what is it called? Oh yeah, the Blades of Putrefaction, and then he gave him Veterans of the Longboard.
Yeah.
That's +2 to wound.
Yep.
Which means on 5s he's doing an additional mortal wound.
Second active phase.
Yep.
That's dirty.
That is awful.
Literally.
I've done that with a few things of Death Guard.
Feels good.
It does. So much
So he went in there.
death.
Second active phase.
Killed
But Act of Faith, he came in and stabbed him, died. She was gonna get back up, but he rolled a 1. So he had to burn a command point to re-roll that, and she did finally
Gets
get
up
back
on a
up.
what? A 2?
A 2+.
2+.
Yes.
So the 1 is not what you want.
It was not, the 1 is not what you want, no.
We see our Nurglings over here.
Nurglings haven't moved the entire
They're
game.
chilling.
Yeah.
That's where they started. I think that's where they're gonna end.
Yeah.
So that one happens on 2+.
Got Typhus in those are.
No, they're
Crowds
just
or-
gonna hang out back
they're
there.
chilling.
They're just chilling. But they got Storm Bolters, they got 24-inch
They're
range.
feeling happy.
Yeah. They're not doing much. Doesn't look like they've had to.
They have nothing to prove.
No. No,
She was 7 on
I like it.
toughness. Him? He's a 6.
So it looks like what happened here is, the girls set up a wall, and there was like, "You shall not pass," and the Death Guard have just been trying to roll through it.
The Death Round, they
Yeah.
just Balrogged them.
They did. Well, they're trying to.
They're trying.
They're about
They're
to.
doing pretty well.
They're about to bust a hole through there.
If you can't stop that initial advance,
Yeah.
the hard to kill army just gets harder.
Yeah.
You know.
Although after this, they're gonna get stuck back there, with the exception of those few units up front, which might start to go down because
I mean, like we said, this unit over
So now it's your
here.
movement phase.
yeah, they are just.
They did their one job the entire game, and
Yeah.
they're stuck. They're not going to be doing anything else.
Oh, Celestine's coming over. She.
Celestine's
Yeah.
coming over.
Yeah,
She's
she's
like,
coming.
you know what? You are going to do
Yeah,
stuff.
you're gonna do something.
You're going to die.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
Did she come back with full wounds?
Yeah, she's not the same as Rabute. Death Box.
Another Mephitic.
Yep.
More Plague Marines.
More Plague
But
Marines.
nothing too shocking in here.
No, we're just seeing them die
Kind
one
of
at a time.
expect to lose these guys, and yeah,
Yeah.
Demon Prince still standing.
Yep.
Being an annoying, non-targetable character.
Yep. 5 up, 5 up.
Yep. 5 up, 5 up. That's what the name of that army should be.
Occasionally
Just
invulnerable.
5 up, 5 up.
Yeah.
Occasionally unkillable.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is this another Blight Lord? Actually, two Blight Lords went down.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Let's.
So he did take down a couple of
Yeah, he's taking down a couple things.
more expensive models there, but
Yeah.
nothing too shocking.
Because he's got the Power Fist with the Joy Buzzer in there.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think they did a great job on the new Nurgle models.
They
I'm
did.
really happy with them. The
Yeah.
Death Shrouds.
They have a completely different look to them, which is good. They're really defining
They're
every
very
army
different,
now.
yeah.
Before it was just they were a little
That could
green.
be, if you painted them a little differently, I mean,
Yeah.
that could be anything.
Yeah.
You know?
The
Now,
Plague
no.
Marines.
It's like,
No.
no, that's
Now you know.
That's a Death Shroud.
That's definitely that's definitely a Plague Marine.
That's definitely a Plague Marine. You
Yeah.
can't slap some blue paint on that and
No.
say, nope, he's
Nope,
back.
nope.
He's gone.
That'd be great if they eventually did that for the regular Marines.
Right?
If they all started looking
completely different.
Yeah.
Instead of just maybe a little helmet difference.
Exactly.
Decals, you know.
See, that's the way you sell more models.
Call us GW.
Yeah, yeah, cost.
We've got ideas. We have ideas. Cool. Let's see what's happening.
All right, back on our feature table. Looks like the looks like things have happened here.
Yeah. Whoa, Ravager's
Yeah, we have-
not in there.
They survived due to black. They survived the charge of 3 shield captains due to black heart saves.
Ooh.
Black
Made like
Heart
6
Tumbling
black
Blood.
heart feel
Feel
no pains.
feel no pain.
Feel no freaking pain.
No pain has been felt.
Shield captains
Okay,
flying
so
about.
here's what we're gonna do. I don't have movement phase.
Looks like
Psychic
we're finished
phase.
movement.
This guy's gonna cast.
Are we gonna see
He's gonna
this?
smite.
Oh, we got a
Smite.
smite. We got a smite coming out.
Smite goes off on a 6.
Already?
Do you want to deny?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So I do
D3.
D3 to the scouts, 2 to the scouts.
2 dead scouts.
Now I can ignore the scouts because I outnumber them on the action of their objectives here, so I do have to kill them. Yeah. That's fine. And
So it
then-
looks like Heath is playing more of an objective grabby.
We're now
Portion of the
trying
game.
to grab up objectives.
We are now using the strategy portion of the game.
where's your-
Largely,
We're on to- there's only 20 minutes left.
Yeah.
Time for strategy.
now strategy. We've done the killing. It's time to
We've done the
strategize.
Killing can be its own strategy.
All the Space Marine characters are 9, but let me check.
I don't believe they are.
Okay.
I know that the captains are. I think the LTs are 8 maybe.
You are correct. The LT is,
And then
and nothing's gonna be lower than 8.
Ooh.
yeah, I'm gonna take the LT.
Looks
from
like we have a
my-
looks like a mind war coming out.
Is this a mind
Another
war?
mind war. Another mind
We
war.
saw
I'm
it
gonna,
first.
I'm gonna doom these guys. That's
Nope.
better.
Oh,
Doom.
oh, Doom. Doom.
Do you know what Doom
go.
does?
Rooms of witnessing.
I
Doesn't
don't
go.
know.
Okay, so Doom
Oh.
fails. That's
Doom
cool.
failed.
Didn't
They are not
matter.
doomed.
Doesn't matter.
They are not doomed.
Sure. All right. Well, let's see.
They're still, alright, still kind of Doom.
That's a lot
A little
of.
bit.
It's a lot of poison.
But they're doomed.
Lot of
You know the
poison.
scene
Lot of
in Lord of
poison.
the Rings when the hobbits are hiding under the tree log and
Yeah.
there's a ring wraith coming together? It's very reminiscent of this scene over here.
All right. So 12 shots into them.
So the
Oh, shot.
oh, that means he takes the both splinter cannons.
Dual splinters.
Dual splinter cannons.
8 hits.
Mm.
And then 1, 2, 3 wounds.
So this is where we spray and pray. Oh, oh,
Doing it again. Same guy.
They're
How-
not gonna survive that.
How long can we
They
do
might
this?
with this kind of shooting.
Uh-oh. That's a little of a whiff. Little whiff.
Some RNGs.
4.
Little whiff. 4.
Or
Huh? 1?
1. Oh, oh, we got
is that guy
1.
facing the corner?
Yep.
And then same thing.
I can,
Dang it. When, of course, when I run away from my archon.
All right, so we had a little bit of a figuring out. We're finishing up the rounds here pretty quickly.
That'll do it.
It looks like our first table here, they're just doing the end of shooting, I
Can I get
think.
it back? I do.
Yeah, you get.
So I've got 2 CP left.
Spending some command
And
points.
then
Spend it while you got it.
This guy's gonna go ahead and shoot into him. I got it.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because that'll give me my. In addition to killing you, that'll give me my character kill.
Okay.
He's looking to get a character kill on one of his
Rerolling
captains.
ones 'cause of the presence of
Scoop up some
Archon.
secondary objective points while he can.
One of those, that 2 was a 3. I just rolled it.
Oh, okay.
So I got 5. And I get to reroll these, and that's 2 wounds
On the same fella?
on the same fella.
How many damage?
2 damage each.
So we're gonna
He's
do.
good. God dang it.
The
So
Archon
looks like
Splinter
failed one of the
Missile.
saves, but made another one down to 1 wound on that guy.
It's a wound.
The shield captain saved it,
Cool.
making it hard to get that
Cool
secondary
story, bro.
objective for him.
That is gonna be. They both advance. They can't charge.
He'll do that.
Yeah, that's it. I think we're done.
Okay. How much time do we have left?
We
Like
have
4 minutes.
4 minutes?
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna call. I think you're gonna win this.
I believe.
Okay, so they just finished up table 1 here. They're just tallying up the scores. Last we had them was 10 to 6. But let's see if Heath was able to get any more points in this 3rd round here.
I killed more.
But it was looking pretty one-sided for a while there, so it's going to be difficult for him to come back, I think, from that one.
Killed 1 boat. And I hold 1, 2, 3, 4 objectives. Okay. Do I outnumber this guy? No, I'm no. Okay.
So we're entering the scores now.
Okay. Well played, sir.
Very well
If
played.
I hadn't,
We'll get
if I
the
hadn't
handshake.
screwed up royally,
Looks
I'm
like
very
Adam
glad
took
this would've
the
been
first
different.
game, is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Adam took the first one. 13.
Pleasure to play.
What's the end score for Heath here? 2,
I've never been the
4,
guy. I only
5,
take 1.
9, 10. 13 to 10, not bad.
10, close game.
That's actually closer than we were
So
looking for a
I
bit.
completely.